A wee wander.
Hey there, this is Kim with Wonders I Wander, playing another Wee Wander. This time it's Rusty Lake Cube Escape Theater, Part 1. We are with Dale in the magical elevator.
The lake is changing my memories. My past is not what it seems to be. I will let the cubes guide me.
I feel like all in all, Dale is having a pretty good attitude about what he's been going through. Better than I would be. So we're going to be going into a new memory in 1971. But this memory is different than how the birthday memory was. Just conceptually, it's going to be quite a bit different. But you'll see. But we are at a theater. And in this theater, we are going to be presented with some visual lessons, I guess. So we're going to look at this program here, and it'll tell us the name of these scenes. We have an introduction by Mr. Owl, the Lady of the Lake, the signs, the fish and the parrot, an intermezzo by Mr. Crow, remember the seasons, and the mill. I am not going to do all of these in this part. We're just going to get through some of this. So I'm just looking at some of these pictures so you get an idea of some of the things to look forward to, I guess. Some future puzzles. But now we're at the bar. We got the barman there. And then we have Bob. Do you remember Bob? Last we saw him, he was in case 23, and he was arrested for Laura's murder. Wrongfully arrested. But we didn't know that. Or maybe we did. I don't know. But he's sad, as you can see.
Leave me alone. I just want a drink.
So let's figure out what's got him so sad. He has this weird picture of Laura. I don't know why her eyes are closed. She wrote him a letter. Dear Bob, as you know, I have not been feeling well for a while now. I will be staying at this lake I told you about. I am sorry this didn't work out. Perhaps we will meet in another life. And you know what? In the world of Rusty Lake, you could meet in another life. It's possible.
Give that man a drink.
Now, I don't know why we give the man a drink and not the barman, but whatever, it's fine. So we're going to make a screwdriver for Bob. So that's 2 ounces vodka, 2 ounces orange juice. I assume that's what the 2X is. So we get our vodka. And our juice. Give it a little shake. This does not sound good to me right now. But it's whatever Bob wants. Although I think Bob will drink anything at this point. Now this proves to be a very helpful drink for us. Because see, now we got a screwdriver. We're going to take that glass back.
What do you want, detective?
Okay, so he's still in a mood.
What do you want, detective?
Now I decide at this point, I think, to make him another drink. I'm going to make him a gin and tonic because I don't know if you remember, if you watched the birthday video, they had a little cocktail card up for the gin and tonic because of Grandpa, I guess. And when this game first came out, if you made a gin and tonic for Bob at some point in the game, you could enter a contest. But it has been several years since that contest, so that's no longer happening. So I just kind of...
What do you want, detective?
Made him a drink just to make him a drink. I do think you get an achievement for this.
The show starts when the light is on.
I don't know. Also, that barman is Mr. Crow in human form. He just looks a lot different than how he looked in Case 23 in the mill. So I don't know. This is the cord that we need to plug in to turn the light on. So we need to find a way to get the plug for the cord. So we're going to be doing this piano puzzle. And I am personally not musically inclined. So the music puzzles are hard for me anytime they're asking for certain notes or anything of the sort. So I will be messing this up. So as you can see on the piano, it says dead face, which is cute, I guess. And then you have to play the keys that coincide with the notes or whatever. But the A for some reason is tricky. I think because it's so far away from the D and the E. So it takes me a while to get there. I'm trying to figure out where I am. Okay, so I'm almost done. And at this point, Past Kim is confused. And she's trying to figure out what she did wrong. So we step away, we come back. And I'm going to try again. So, D, E, and see, it takes me 10 years to get to the A. So we're going to root for Past Kim to get it. Come on, Kim. A, good job. See, I'm good with the D. It's the F and the A, but especially the A. See, even now. Come on. A. All right. Very good. So those keys fall away, and we have this hand. And so the second part of the puzzle is just copying whatever the hand plays on, we copy that on the other side of the piano. So that's not too bad. I would like to know the story of this hand, who it belongs to, where it comes from. It's a very helpful hand, and it has a very nice manicure. Okay, so now we got a key. And we're going to take that key over to the bathroom. There we are. But we are not feeling good. This is how I've been feeling lately with allergies. This is how I have felt the last couple of days. So we're just going to do some little adjustments. Okay, that kind of helped, kind of didn't. But at least now we have some symbols. So we're going to be using those symbols to help get us something. But first, we need this bathroom glass, which we don't even wash. And then this heart. And I know they don't close the lid in the Rusty Lake universe when they flush. I know it. But anyway, on to our symbols. don't remember what they were. I wrote them down in my notes, but I don't want to make a big loud noise right now, so here we go. We got the shell. And it's such a weird assortment of inventory items. But now we're going to do this puzzle, which is kind of fun. Basically, you have to move the arrow tile to the arrow space. So easy enough. But then they make it more complicated. Now, I like this puzzle just because it's very pretty. Very straightforward, very pretty. And sometimes that is all you need. So just trying to move these around. And that happens almost every time I play this puzzle. I go to move one of the pieces and I end up exiting the puzzle and I have to start that individual puzzle over. I hate it. But it's fine. I only do it once in this particular playthrough. So boom. There's not too much to talk about during this puzzle. But just, I don't know if you've been able to see so far that this is just kind of, story-wise, it's just weird. Like, stuff happens, but it doesn't explain anything. Just a lot of visuals, but not a lot to really chew on, if you will. So, I think this is the last slidey puzzle, and then I get some stuff after it. But if they had a mobile game of this kind of puzzle, I would get it. It's nice. Okay, we're done. So we have a plunger and then the plug. So we're going to go back to the bathroom. Now, the fetus makes another appearance in this game, and I don't know why, but it's in the toilet. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry. Much like the hand, I would like to know the backstory of this fetus. Hi, fetus. We have some, but it leaves us with more questions than answers. But for now, we're going to just put this plug onto the cord, plug it in, and now we have our light. So now the show can begin. Going to open up the curtains. And there's Mr. Owl. But as you can see, he looks like he just got back from Men's Warehouse. And also, this is the human version of Mr. Owl. We learn more about his human identity in another game. But for now, he's just Mr. Owl, wearing an owl mask. And he's got Harvey with him.
Welcome to the theater of your mind. My name is Mr. Owl. And this evening I present to you 6 plays about the past, the present, and the future. It's showtime.
And Harvey's here. So we're going to start with this first weird play.
The Lady of the Lake.
Okay, so the Lady of the Lake does not have a name besides Lady of the Lake. But then there's a Rusty Lake game called Rusty Lake Hotel, and we're introduced to a different character named Miss Pheasant. I think it's Ms. And she's wearing this exact same dress, but in that game, she's literally a pheasant. So, So now this lady's dead, and this is her ghost, I guess?
Balance the substance of my past life.
I do like her voice, and I do like her little goggle glasses. I don't know why she looks vaguely steampunk, but it's fine. But yes, the fetus always seems to be connected to her, I think. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's just more of a random fetus or a connected fetus. But even in the other games, we don't really learn much more. But for now, we're focusing on the here and now. And so that means we are trying to put the items in the right place. So it's just a lot of resorting of things. The measuring of things doesn't make sense. But anyway, here we go. Shell, fetus, heart, hat. And then we get the light. I still don't know if the light is energy. We also have a flower. Lots of stuff happening.
The sign.
Now, this, first of all, is not much of a play. It's just moving stuff around. But it gives me time to talk. So, first of all, as you can see, I'm just moving stuff around so that I can get the next set of symbols for the cabinet. So, with that out of the way, I'd actually recorded I can't say the word. Voiceover. I had recorded a voiceover for this earlier, and I just sounded so bored and just kind of quiet. And I think it's just because it was hard, or it is kind of hard to do the voiceover for this particular game, because it's like stuff is happening, but also nothing's happening. And so it's weird to just be like, I don't know, here's this. I can't tell you much more about it, but here it is. It'll mean something, but I can't tell you till later. But I also don't know what's going on. So there's that. So, I don't know. It's very much a wait and see thing. But I think I'm about done with the symbols. You just have to do it just right. Come on. Almost there. There we go. So that means I did it. But I click it one more time just in case, I think. So we go back over to the cabinet and put in those symbols. I don't even remember what I get out of this cabinet. Oh, I remember now. But you'll see in a second. Okay, it's another drink recipe. A Harvey Wallbanger, which I have never had. I don't think I would like it, but maybe I'm wrong. Who can say? So now we're going to go make that for, I almost called him Dale. We're going to go make that for Bob with our bathroom glass. So we get our juice. And then whatever Galliano is, I assume that's kind of some Italian liquor. Maybe I'm wrong. So if you can imagine, the screwdriver cocktail, we got a screwdriver. So what do you think the Wallbanger is going to get us? Let's see what happens. See, At this point, I wouldn't drink anything from this bar. Not a safe place. But now we have some of Bob's blood, so thank you, Bob, I guess. So we're going to make him this Bloody Mary. I've also never had this. So now, the first time I make this, I mess it up. I think I put too much Tabasco in it. Because imagine 2 ounces of Tabasco sauce in any drink. I mean, that's a lot of Tabasco sauce. So they just throw out my drink. So here I am double checking that to see where I went wrong. So. So in a bit, we are going to see, I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen in case you feel, or just in case you're sensitive to some things. I don't know who's watching this. So Bob is going to be shooting himself, but much like in the Arles game, it's not as bad as you think. Just wanted to give you a heads up, just in case. You never know. See, he's fine. He just has a huge hole in his head. So we're going to use that hole and enter Bob's brain. We're going to get some white cubes. And Laura's here. And then for some reason, there's foliage. I don't know why. But it's fine. It's his brain. He can have whatever he wants in there. So I'm going to collect one last cube, and then in a little bit, I'm going to end this part. This is a door we're going to go in later, but that won't be until the second part of the game. But yes, there will be a part 2 to theater because it was just running way too long if I tried to do it all in one fell swoop. So we're almost done here. Sorry, Bob.
Women can't live with them, can't live without them.
All right. On that note, I will say goodbye to you for now, and I'll see you back in the theater in part 2. Bye.